Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Joe Ferrisati, and today we're going to be talking about clutches, and more specifically ACT clutches. What it takes to be a performance disc and what it takes to be a daily driver disc. And what are the differences and what's the right clutch for you?
I run ACT.
I run ACT.
I run ACT.
I run advanced clutch in all of my race cars and street cars for reliability and power.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're with ACT with Rich. We're going to be going over some discs. So Rich, tell us what we have here.
Hello. Well, first off, we have our sprung organic disc. This is what we would recommend for most 99% of the people who drive on the street. We do some modifications for quicker shifting on it. We do a heat treating process on the outside to keep the springs captured. It holds a good amount of torque, and it's very, very street friendly, very drivable.
So who would buy this? Like, how much power do you need to have? What kind of person would buy this versus something different?
Somebody that would.
What are the limits?
Somebody that's running a stock car all the way to a mildly modified vehicle would use this. Especially, like I said before, if you're driving on the street. I don't know what else to say on that.
So that kind of goes over that. So like basic stock person that's
like I said, stock or mildly modified. So if you got exhaust system, you've got some intake stuff going on,
and you want a good clutch that's going to grab.
You want a good clutch. Depending on the pressure plate you're using in the vehicle, it'll hold up to 300 to 400 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay, so this is the closest thing to stock, but obviously stronger.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
everything we do is performance oriented.
And now going from this, I see springs in this one and not in that one. What's that all about?
So the solid center disc is lighter, so it's going to give you a quicker shifting.
So less rotational mass.
Less
so to speak?
absolutely. But it is going to be louder. There is a trade-off. Also, the disc splines wear out quicker. So this is somebody we would recommend doing road racing or something like that. You can use it on the street, but it's not going to last you quite as long as the spring center disc is. Yeah.
And now
going back to the spring center disc, what the springs do is it increases the life of the splines, and it does quiet the torsional vibrations, the NVH of the vehicle.
So when you let go of the clutch and it engages, the springs come into play.
That partially that does dampen some of the engagement, but what they're really there for is to keep it quiet.
Gotcha.
So you know, as the motor's vibrating, each cylinder is pulsing. Basically, your input shaft's doing this.
So chattering.
So basically, it's
dampening the chattering.
Damping the chattering. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. I've had cars that have chattered crazy, and I know they didn't have any discs. So
yes.
that's how it gets dampened.
That's how it gets dampened. Now, the flywheels play a part in that too. The heavier the flywheel, the more it dampens. So a lot of OEs go with a dual mass flywheel, and so they run a solid center disc instead of a sprung center.
Gotcha. And then, so these are the organic?
These are the organic, which, like I said before, is very, very streetable, the most streetable that we offer. Then you go to, let's say if you're overpowering the organic disc, then the next step up would be our ceramic, or we call it our puck disc. It's a Cerametalic, so it's a ceramic metallic mix.
So is this a harder material, softer material?
So it is a harder material. It is more harsh on engagement. You can drive it on the street if you're overpowering a street disc.
So say you upgrade your performance parts.
Yes.
And now you smell clutch material. You went from, say, hypothetically 200 horsepower to 375 horsepower.
Yeah.
Pushing past the ability of that holding. This is the clutch.
Yes. If you don't have another option of higher clamp load on the pressure plate, the next option is upgrade your disc.
Understood.
So Again, it is harsher engaging. It is meant to be engaged and disengaged quickly. You really can't slip it. So it's like a light switch, either on or off.
Gotcha. So speaking of that, what's the best advice you can give to people about clutches and how they should engage them? Because that's a question that's always brought up to me about clutches. What's the best way to preserve your clutch?
Well,
is it the light switch? Is it on or is it off?
I mean, obviously everybody drives differently, and then every clutch system is different, every vehicle. So some BMWs have a delay valve built in. So when you let off the clutch, it delays that time and it slips it anyway. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to slip. But if you want to get a smooth engagement, you kind of have to slip. So you have to find the in-between, if you want to call it that.
Understood.
And then obviously, you know, everybody drives a little bit different. What's comfortable for you?
Right.
What
so
it boils
from
down
daily
to.
driver comfort to performance stuff. But it sounds like, generally speaking, you're saying the quicker you release it, the longer
it's going to last.
The longer it's going to last.
Yep,
Understood.
absolutely.
And then going back to the discs, so this one had springs. What about that guy? So who would get that disc?
So this is a non-sprung. This is a 4-puck, so there's less puck material, which basically means that there's more pressure on each individual puck. So this is the most aggressive. This is going to be like your drag racer, or you could use it for road racing as well. And obviously, the less pucks you have, the lighter weight. So this is going to be the lightest weight. So your engine's going to rev up quicker and also rev down quicker as well.
Lightest, strongest.
Lightest, strongest, most aggressive.
Most aggressive.
Most
okay.
aggressive.
Understood.
So,
and then now the clutch is always made up with the pressure plate. Can you tell me a little bit about the pressure plates and the different types of pressure plates with the tension? I think you were talking about that before. So you have a disc, but then you have more clamp load.
Right, exactly. So we make various pressure plates, usually a heavy duty, an extreme, and a max extreme. So each one has either a different diaphragm or a different profile that we.
And when you say diaphragm, this
is the diaphragm spring. So this is what disengages and engages the.
So more
clutch.
tension on it.
More tension on it.
So you can
exactly.
technically kind of fine tune your clutch, maybe with an organic pad, but more stiffer. More tension on it.
More clamp load.
More clamp load.
More clamp load.
And now the lowest one you guys have is?
It's our heavy duty. Actually, we do make a sport for some applications, which is your entry level, just like one step, 20% higher clamp load than like a factory pressure plate.
Gotcha.
Our heavy duty pressure plates usually are about 35 to 40% higher clamp load.
Got it.
Then our extreme could be 50 to 70%.
Wow.
And then we make a max extreme, which could be up to 100% more clamp load than a factory pressure plate.
Gotcha. So just because you have more horsepower doesn't mean you need to go to a more aggressive disc. You can actually go to a more clamp load pressure plate.
Now, clamp load will translate into some pedal pressure too. So the higher clamp load, stiffer pedal.
The
absolutely.
stiffer the spring, the stiffer the pedal, because
Yep.
the bearing has to push on the spring.
Correct.
Understood.
Correct.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, great. I mean, and then what's the difference between this guy and this guy right here? Is that for two different applications?
Two different applications, exactly. This is a Nissan 350Z. This is
common drift car.
Common drift car. This one's our Nissan like 200SX SR20.
Okay. Another common drift car.
Absolutely.
Now you guys specifically brought that for the drift event because this is a common drift car.
Yes.
Okay. And then talking about flywheels, what are the differences between the flywheels that you guys offer?
So for almost every application we make a flywheel for, we make a streetlight flywheel, which is more oriented for street driving, and we make a pro light flywheel for drag racing, road racing, whatnot.
Lighter?
Lighter, okay. Absolutely. Usually our streetlight flywheels are, depending on application, let's say 10 to 20% lighter than factory. Our pro light flywheels could be anywhere from 25 to 40% lighter.
Depending on the vehicle,
yes,
of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Depending on the vehicle.
Yep.
So within all these different combinations, people could definitely gain some horsepower and gain some clamp load with all the different options you guys have for their vehicles.
Absolutely.
And you guys make thousands of different products for different applications of vehicles.
Yep, all kinds of different applications, everything from import to domestic. A lot of Euro stuff now we're coming out with. VW, Audi, BMW. And yeah, we don't really touch the truck market much. But yeah, we offer many.
So what do we have here? What are people running this weekend that are supported by ACT?
So this is our what we call our 2JZ triple is what we've dubbed it. This uses 3 sintered iron discs. It's in a compact package, 7 1/4, so that way it's reduces your inertia.
Keeps it more in the center.
Absolutely. Now the sintered iron discs are even more aggressive than like a puck disc, and having 3 of them allows us to get a torque holding capacity of about 1,400 foot-pounds.
Gotcha. Wow. And
This is exactly how it comes.
in our previous videos, we've done G-force dog box transmissions. So is this something you would make with that?
Absolutely. This is specifically made for that.
For the G-force dog box?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. Kind of went over all the different discs. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. Hopefully this will help you determine what the right setup, pressure plate, and clutch is for you. Thanks for watching.
As always, if you have any questions, give us a call, visit us on our email, or give us an email, visit us on our website.
And make sure to subscribe and make comments, and I'll send them over his way.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Hopefully you found it useful. If you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. Look forward to putting out more videos. If you have any other videos that you think would be good, let us know and we'll put them out for you. Take care.